Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. Today we are going to walk you through the process on how I make these embossed tinfoil backgrounds. So it is literally just some kitchen foil, and then I have this rock, paper, scissors, removable label paper. And I got it from Amazon based on the recommendation of Mary Polanco, and I love it. You have a million sheets in there. It will last you pretty much a lifetime. Yeah, but this, let me tell you that this technique came from Birgit Koopsen in the Beyond Paper workshop that they had. She and her friends had, I don't know, maybe a year ago, maybe two. But anyway, I will link to that workshop if you're interested, and I will link to Birgit and I will link to Mary, and just make sure that you have access to all those great and wonderful people and information and all the goodies that they share. So you could see that I literally just adhered the sticker paper to the foil, and what I was doing, I was popping the bubbles and get it as smooth as possible. And then if you have any bubbles, you want to pop those bubbles. And then I am just trimming it down to the size of this slimline embossing folder. This one is Daisies from Whimsy Stamps, and I just run it through my Big Shot. Now I have to tell you, through this process is when I broke my Big Shot. But it was because my sandwiches weren't right and I was playing and I forced it through, and so I broke it. But that sweet crafty neighbor friend that I've been talking about, she actually fixed it. Yeah, what a rock star. She went on YouTube, which is what we do, right? She went on YouTube, she found a video, and she fixed it. And it actually works better than it did before it was broken. So yay, thank you so much, Millie. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. But look at this glorious embossed tinfoil. This is tinfoil, guys. Just adhered to a little bit of sticker paper to give it some body. You could adhere it to anything you wanted to, actually, but it's the foil because it's non-porous. Remember, that's what alcohol inks work on. The foil just takes this so beautifully, and this particular one that I'm using is was created with the thatched embossing folder from Whimsy. And so I'm just using these 3 alcohol inks. I believe I have Dandelion is the yellow, Fiesta I think was the pink, and then Limeade I think is the green. And just using some of that blending solution to get it to move. Now when Birgit actually taught her class initially on the workshop, she was using those foam blender brushes, or not the brushes, but the foam blenders, the original ink blending tools that we all used to have and probably still do. But I don't know, I just felt like the foam piece was absorbing all of the ink, and I wasn't getting the vibrancy and the look that I wanted. So I just thought this direct to paper method was a little bit easier for me. But keep in mind that this is really thin, right? It's foil and it's sticker paper, and that's all that it is. And when you run it through your embossing folder, it does pop little holes into the foil because it's super thin. So I have all kinds of alcohol ink coming through the back of that. We'll see that in a minute. And I'll actually have a little bit of extra information towards the end, because you know me, I can't let that ink go to waste. I have to find a way to use it because it's just glorious. And so we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm just going, like I said, direct to paper with this ink, using the blending solution to help it kind of blend, help it to run and fill those spaces. And I just love the way they blend and make the additional colors where the colors meet, the green and the yellow, and then the yellow and the pink. And it's just so pretty. It does lose, the colors do lose some of their intensity when I add the blending solution to them, but I come back in the end and I kind of remedy that as well. And it looks like I'm using a lot. Let me say I'm really not. And if you have alcohol inks, you know that these bottles last forever. Look how inky. But the bottles do last forever. So, you know, even if I was using a lot, it wouldn't break my heart. But here's how I brought back some of that intensity. I just went direct to paper again, or direct to foil, and just in certain spots, and it just really created that intensity, those concentrated spots, and I just love it. So this is that finished panel, and I actually have a video over on the Whimsy Stamps channel for that one. And this one I will have a video up on Wednesday here on my channel. This one will be a bonus card on Wednesday, so you want to stay tuned for that. Look at all that. Oh, I love that on the back side too. So that one is being made into a card actually as we speak. And this one though, this one I want to ask you guys for some recommendations or some suggestions. I'm kind of at a loss for this one. I love it. It's another Whimsy embossing folder, and it was the same colors as the daisy one. But let me know how you think, what you think you might like to see that one made into. So here is that bonus. So I had all this ink, this beautiful, glorious ink, and so much of it. And I don't have any Yupo paper, but I had all of this photo paper just sitting in my bedroom. Why in my bedroom, I don't even know. But I jumped up and I grabbed it, and I just kind of started smearing the back of this around. You can see it's coming off. The colors are really vibrant, but then I do kind of blend them a little bit too much and they get a little muddy. But I embrace mud. That doesn't make me mad. And then I just start dipping it and dabbing it, and I just kind of go to town like we were doing just like some ink smushing or something. And it becomes kind of a mess until it gets made into a card. I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of a mess, right? It's kind of a mess now. But just adding the ink directly to the paper and some blending solution. You can't see, but I've got my face down there. I'm blowing on the ink trying to get it to blend. It's not successful. I need to get one of the little blower tools. But here, guys, this is the card that I made with that panel. The panel was a mess. The card is stunning, I have to say. I absolutely love it. Now, just as a recap, this is the one made with the daisies, and I will have a video for this up on Wednesday. This was also made with the daisies, and I have a bonus card, so I won't have the process, but just the card and the video on Wednesday. This is the panel that I'm asking you guys for some suggestions about how you might like to see that used. This, you can see I started making the card for the Whimsy channel. I have it cut down. I used one of their mini slimline dies. This is a sneak peek, and at the very end I will have a link to Whimsy so you can hop over there and see that process video and see the fun card that I end up making. So guys, I know a long time ago I said that I would bring this video on how I made those embossed alcohol ink panels, and so here we are. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you for coming back. If you're already a member of my crafty tribe, I love you guys. If you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe bell. I'd love it if you'd come back and see the finished videos this week, and we have some other fun stuff coming up soon. So guys, thank you so much. Mwah. This is Nancy, the Handy Scandy, and I'm out.